From RLJE Films, this is a Shudder exclusive. We have The Spine of the Night. They sent this on a 4K SteelBook, as you can see here. Special features and all that stuff is listed there. Particularly a making of, which is pretty cool, because this was a bit of an undertaking. It's an animated film where it was basically shot in a set area or whatnot, and the director, who's also the animator, went back and basically drew over everybody. So the movie has kind of a bit of a fire and ice vibe to it, if you've ever seen that. And the 4K, of course, looks good. The Blu-ray, I'm sure, probably wouldn't look much less good, if that's a word. Really cool steelbook, though, with that kind of art in it. And there's the disc there. And if you take this out, let's see, you get a more of a complete picture here of the art, which, I mean, the steelbook is awesome. I think the steelbook's only the 4K version, but there's the complete art there. So like I said, if you've seen Fire and Ice, which I think Blue Underground owns the rights to that, that's the Blu-ray I've got, Fire and Ice from Blue Underground. It's really in that kind of regard, but it's like a sword and sorcery type thing in some ways. Maybe not as much. It's a little sword and sorcery. It's a little heavy metal, but it basically follows, there's this witch, the swamp witch, and she does this really magical stuff with this blue flower. And she's completely naked, and she wears like a wreath of it around her neck. And she can do all kinds of things with that. Well, the guy that runs the place over from where her little swamp is sends guys over there, and they basically take out her little tribe there, and they take her, and she gets prisoned. And then, of course, this other guy from another nearby village comes over, and he gets captured too, and then it just kind of goes from there. And there's betrayal, and there's twists, and there's turns, and she's basically narrating the story, talking to this gatekeeper that gatekeeps the stuff that grows, that everybody's after, that does all these powerful things. And it's really, in a lot of ways, it kind of bleeds out into an anthology, because you kind of see her story, then you kind of see some other stuff that happened after that, and then you kind of see the conclusion of it. And it's all really, really well done, and it's all better than I probably thought it would be heading into it. Can't really say much for acting. It's animated, but the animation is good. It's very bloody. There's nudity and all that good stuff, because a lot of these people walk around naked, but it's animated, so I guess it's nothing too out there if you're worried about that sort of thing. But story-wise, if you're into mystical type stuff with some, like I said, some very heavy metal inspired animation, then this one is way better than you probably would thought it would be too heading into it. So that being said, I'm giving this one a nice 3.5 out of 5. The Blu-ray is out. The DVD, I think there's even a DVD out, but the Blu-ray is out. Walmart will probably carry just the DVD of it. Hopefully they've got the Blu-ray of it, because I know a lot of times with these Shudder, exclusive things that come out from RLJE, they make their way to Walmart, and a lot of times they make their way there just as DVDs. But as the 4K seems to be the big thing with this, with the Steelbook, Walmart may actually have the Blu-ray this time around. I don't know. Of course, there's always the chance that the DVD might make its way to the Dollar Tree later on, because a lot of those Shudder exclusives seem to do that as well. But that right there is bloody, it's gory, it's creative, and it's really interesting when you think about all the work that goes into it. And the documentary on it kind of really helps bring that part of it out. So if you're interested in something that's a little bit different, The Spine of the Night is very much worth a watch, and especially if you can find this steelbook. So that's out now. I do recommend you give it a watch.